tell, and I agree with him, is why the Republicans don't want to have an independent commission. Because they know that an independent commission will reveal their complicity in the insurrection. And George Will, you can't get more conservative than him, on ABC this week, talked about how we've not had something like this in history, a political party defined by the terror it feels of its own voters. Listen in.
All right, then we heard Susan Collins say she's so optimistic for something going forward in this January 6th commission. It's kind of hard to believe it's even controversial.
Well, it's controversial for one reason. We have something new in American history. That is a political party defined by the terror it feels for its own voters. That's the Republican Party right now. Every elected official is frightened of his voters, therefore doesn't respect his voters, doesn't like his voters, and is afraid that a vote for this will be seen as an insult to the 45th president. There's no reason, McConnell has a point. There are going to be lots of investigations. Journalists are going to go through this. There's 450-some criminal charges now being brought, with 100 more probably to come, so there's going to be lots of information about this. I would like to see January 6th is burned into the American mind as firmly as 9/11, because it was that scale of shock to the system. And I think there will be a commission, but it is controversial for that reason.
It's controversial because it is something that was as devastating of an attack on our government as 9/11. Not in terms of the lives, certainly, and that is not to diminish the tragedy of loss of life on 9/11, but coming from inside our own country, and a political party that, as he says, is fearful of its own voters. They're not just fearful because they're going to be voted out, though. They're fearful literally for their own lives. They're fearful of being attacked physically. Lindsey Graham was harassed in an airport. He suddenly changed his tune. We had the elected officials and election officials in Michigan, in Arizona, Republicans, in Georgia, getting death threats, Republicans. We have Republicans who voted for the impeachment getting death threats, right? We had Mike Pence at the insurrection, the target of an execution, a gallows brought to the insurrection to execute him.
Fick dich, Nazi-Hure. Fick dich, Nazi-Hure. Fick dich, Nazi-Hure. Fick dich, Nazi-Hure.